Well guys, I'm making a huge load of scrap right now. Oh, a little bit of everything. It piles up so fast. And I tend to do this. I tend to just bring it all in at once. I was just thinking the only problem with that for you guys, or me too, is just that there's so much to keep track of, right? Like when you're at the non-fair scale, it is a business transaction. Like you are bringing in a lot of material in for cash. And for money. So you want to make sure it all goes smoothly. So you really have to watch everything and make sure that it's being done properly. So when you have a lot of stuff, sometimes things may get overlooked. So just keep that in mind. And I'll show you here what I have today. So big thing, that's all mixed aluminum. Got big thing of extrusion. And there's lots of computer CPU heat sinks down there. I took apart a door a couple days ago. That's from a door, some other extrusion. That's all aluminum. They take that as aluminum, low copper. Some aluminum siding, dirty aluminium, copper. It's all the copper number 2 down there in the blue, and that's all number 1. This thing is full of wire. It's really heavy because I'm now cutting off all the plug ends. And so when you do that, I find it just gets compacted more and more. So that's that's probably $50 worth of insulated wire there. And they give me, I think he said like 15 or 20 cents for the plugs. This pile is just motors, car rotors there, little stack, 4 air compressors, or not air compressors, air conditioner compressors. I got 3 boat batteries there and 2 car batteries. A little thing of cast iron, so that will probably just go with the rotors. And this stuff is just, hopefully they'll give me number 1 for all this wire. We'll see. I'm going to try and throw that on top of it all once I get it in. This is just copper bearing stuff, so even when I get stuff like that, I put that in there. It's something, and there's lots of like other little bits and pieces down in there. And that is the big boy right there. That is bare bright copper wire and a lot of thick stuff in there. So he said he'll give me $3 a pound for all that. Never really gotten paid that much for copper before. About quite a few years ago, copper was up really high. I wasn't scrapping back then, so I've never seen copper prices this high before. Probably been doing scrapping for like 4 or 5 years or so. So that's really good. I like that. And here are a bunch of ACRs that I've just cut up. So I'll throw those in on top. And that's it. Wow guys, $649 for all that. That was really good. Yep. No, there's only one real surprise there. That black cable, he gave me it's called tech cable. It's only 30 cents a pound, so I got $7.50 for all that. That other big thick piece, the one that was all chewed up, I threw that in with the rest of my number 2 insulated copper. 65 cents. That was just one small piece. Yeah, $53 for all that. Yeah, Bear Bright. That bucket of Bear Bright copper was 59 pounds and $177. Pretty good haul. There it is, $6.59. Good day, very good day. So I just went to my shop again and they gave me more stuff. So I'm back here at the scrap yard dropping off steel. Yep, so I'll show you what I got, what they gave me. It's a pretty nice shelving piece here. So this green stuff here is some like industrial, warehouse type stuff. So it's really tall. I think it's about 8 feet tall. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of these main brackets, so it's like 2 shelves basically. Really heavy duty stuff, so I'm going to keep that. Then you just have to rip a piece of plywood. I guess that's like 2 feet wide right there. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to keep that. Everything else will go. Just they gave me a bunch of these light fixtures, one of these guys, and down here Just a bunch of little bits and pieces and pretty heavy. Oh yeah, look at that brass and copper down there. Nice little motor too. Oh yeah, one other thing I wanted to mention was I was just talking to him, and he said he said you got your $3 for the Bear Bright, right? I said yep. Just as I came back here, and he said you just beat it because it just dropped today by 40 cents. Copper just dropped, so I just snuck in on time. Glad I brought everything in. Apparently everything's gone down. He said he's not too sure why copper went down, but he said steel is going to drop, probably because of the hurricanes, Hurricane Harvey and Irma down south. So you know there's going to be a huge influx of steel, but then it's going to go back up because there's going to be a lot of rebuilding that will have to be done. So yeah, so that's kind of how it's playing out. There's probably some other things going on, but that's what seems to be happening. All right. Hey guys, at the drop-off bin right now because I have a truck full of e-waste. I'm going into town, so I knew that there was a big TV here at my drop-off bin, one of the big standing cabinet types. So my truck is kind of full right now. I still have room for that TV, but it looks like there's more stuff. And wow, it looks like a big garage door thing. Hopefully I can fit it. Alright, well it's not that heavy. It's kind of just light tin. I'll have to tuck that over there. Wow. Oh, look at that little TV. Oh, I love it. That's an old VCR. Old Sony. Compact disc. Oh, it's Christmas time. Okay, well there's the big TV. Little chest freezer. Put the door, tuck it in over there. I'm gonna go through this and get all the good stuff, put it in my truck. My truck is kind of full right now. But if there's like that little TV and the VCR, I'll put it in the front seat. And the rotors, I'll probably throw in there, you know, because there's a guy that seems to come by every once in a while, and I know that he seems to just throw the rotors in his truck. Cool. Lots of little goodies in there. Alright, just load up that TV. It wasn't heavy at all. The bottom's heavy, but it's mostly just plastic. It's just strapped it down, just so it doesn't blow back too much while I'm driving. Yeah, put the rotors on. Of course, dirty from that. A couple of speakers, a little radio. These two boxes are really interesting. I like this. So in here, old-fashioned walkie-talkie, little cell phone, and then just other old phones down there. Here, gets more interesting. So keyboard. Look at this old phone. That is just awesome. I have not seen one in a long time with the rotary dial in the handset like that. That's eBay all day, all night long. That is just a gem. Alright, let's keep going. All the electronics down here. Gadgets, gizmos, phones. Okay. TV, again. eBay, all day, all night. It's just a, what should we call it? It's just a TV, there's no radio or anything like that. So, I don't know. I've never sold one of these on eBay before, but just definitely assuming that it would be good for eBay. And then, there's a little vintage piece there. It's heavy. The batteries explode in it. No, batteries have not exploded. That's good. Okay. Yep. So that's good. Now, check out this, guys. I know a lot of you guys like video games, right? Let's see what's in here. I haven't opened it up yet. Hey, another PlayStation. like it's been kept in storage for a while. One controller, a bit dirty, it's okay. PS2, so now I have two PS2s. Memory card, another memory card. Grant. Ooh, I like that one. Is it in there? No. Wah, wah, wah. Might be inside. God of War. There's another one in here. What's that? Oh, there's two God of Wars. I wonder if they're the same. Oh, it's a 2-disc game. Huh, 2-disc game. Weird. Yep. And then some PC games. Cool. So, put that in the front seat. I'll put some of this stuff in the front seat. And then the rest, I'm going to the scrapyard. We're just going to drop off the keyboards and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, definitely love this. And the TV. I like this little portable player and PlayStation. Sweet. Oh yeah, and then that's the rest. So I'm just going to leave this here for now and come back later. Well, wait a minute. Is that wire? Yeah, it is wire. Oh, it's aluminum. Pretty sure that's aluminum. Yeah. Oh, no, wait, that's copper. Is it? Can't tell. Oh, that looks like copper. Oh, I better grab that. I thought it was a garden hose for a second. Well, I'll grab that, throw that in the truck. Alright, just made it back home and did a whole my running around today. I did everything. I went to the scrapyard, dropped off e-waste, 540 pounds, made $27 off those TVs. And I went to do some shopping, bought some oil filters and bug spray. $100 for all that stuff. Really don't like spending money. It's not my something I don't like to do. I don't like shopping at all either. Doesn't matter what it is. It's always painful to spend money. I think it should be. It should be painful to spend money. Yeah. So then after that, picked up some more scrap at my shop. Big called me this morning, gave me a text, and then I went back to the bin and I picked up everything else that was at the bin. This big, massive garage door. Not too sure what I'm going to do with that yet. The guy dropped off another TV while I was there. And the freezer. My shop just gave me a little furnace and some other brass down there. Brass fittings. But nothing too exciting. Yeah, so I just drove home like that. Strapped it all down. Big sale. I just took the dirt roads. I went really fast just to see if it would blow off, but it didn't. Yeah. Okay, well, I don't know what I'm going to do with that thing. Maybe I'll cut it up. Maybe I'll use it for something. I don't know. Kind of a nice big piece. Maybe I'll find something to do with that. Anyways, I'm going to take the rest of the day just to putter around out here. And, yep, getting pretty close to making a lean-to structure here. I put the X's where the posts will go. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And I have these big posts here that I found on the side of the road. I believe these are 6-inch. I think that's 6-inch. 6 by 6 and has like another piece of wood tacked onto it. So I'm just going to use those. They're really tall. And dig down about 3 or 4 feet. I just need to get a post hole digger. Trying to price one out that's not too expensive. So I got this Walkman here from my drop-off bin, and I've been trying to price it out. I tested it with new batteries and everything. It works really well. And it's a Sony WM FX157. There's not too many listings on eBay, but as I was trying to do some listings here, I found something pretty interesting. There's a lot of these cassette players are selling for a lot. So that one sold for $669, $645, $684. There's one for $718. And I was wondering what the heck is going on, because they said Guardian of the Galaxy. Well, I just put 2 and 2 together. Guardian of the Galaxy, if you've seen the movie, the main character there, he plays his favorite mixtape on this exact Sony Walkman, which is a TPS-L2. So look to see if you have that, and you may just want to try and list it for that much. If people are there's one with 18 bids, $645. So if you have an old Walkman of this kind, it has to be this one though, TPS-L2. It's from 1979. If you have that, throw it up on eBay. You may be able to make yourself a nice little paycheck there. There's a whole bunch of them. See that? Just sell them for a lot. So mine isn't quite like that, but still maybe I still may be able to list it for. I just listened to some Pink Floyd. The whole thing works great, so I may be able to make a little bit of money off this guy. Comes with some the original headphones too. Sunday morning, very nice day today. Man, September. It's probably been the nicest month out of the whole summer. Just beautiful, beautiful weather. Leaves are starting to change a little bit. Won't be able to see it, but I have a tree over there. It's all orange and all the leaves have fallen off. This morning I just finished uploading 20 new eBay listings. I find that putting the actual photos on the listing, doing that part, that takes a while. Because I always want my thumbnails to look the best, so I have to edit the first photo. Yeah, so let me show you guys what I got at the drop-off bin. This is courtesy of my friendly neighborhood take it apart guy. So this guy just continues to be taking apart everything. I don't know what he's looking for. Well, he's looking for gold, I guess. He's taking apart everything and dropping off the remains at my bin. I don't know. So yeah, this is definitely his calling card. It's just stuff that's been hacked apart, you know. Oh well. So yeah, I'm not too worried about it, you know. He misses stuff though, you know. Like there's that, and he has like the gold ribbons on it. Like there's still gold there if he really wants it. Yeah. So I really think that this guy's going to burn himself out, you know, by going through all this stuff, you know. He's obviously very motivated right now to take apart everything and find stuff, but it takes a mountain of this stuff to make any kind of gold ingots, any kind of gold BBs or something, and then you gotta buy the acid, and that's a lot of money. So I really think he's just going to burn himself out soon by keep on doing this. But oh well. So I got all that. This is another friend of mine. This is his kind of calling card type of stuff. He's always fixing and repairing. He's a real cool guy, really nice guy. He just keeps a bin in his workshop, and every time he has a metal, he throws it in the bin. Sometimes he gives me pretty nice copper too. Yeah, and then a person kept on calling me on my cell phone. He got my number, and so he called me up a couple times. And so I talked to him, and he said he wanted me to pick up his refrigerator, this stereo, and this cabinet. And I said, you know, it's pretty firm. I said, sorry, I'm not doing pickups anymore. You can drop it off in my drop-off bin. So he did. So he brought his refrigerator and this old cabinet. So you see here, it has almost everything. It's got the record player, cassette player, 8-track, AM, FM, stereo. I really don't know what I'm going to do with this thing. But yeah, I'm really excited about this cabinet. This thing is beautiful. Like it's just a nice solid piece. I'm going to keep that and use that for storage. Yeah. Can never have enough shelving. Can never have enough cabinetry. I may even like put this outside. Like put this once I have my shelter built. You know, I'll put that right over there against that wall. Also, this shelving here. That's from my shop. I showed that briefly in the back of my truck. But yeah, that's 8 foot by 8 feet long. I believe 2 feet wide. It's meant for you know, half a piece of plywood, and there's 2 shelves. So that's like really good industrial strength shelving. So I'll put that against the wall, maybe like over there or over there, and then the cabinet. And then once I get the nice lean-to shelter here, have a nice outdoor workspace. Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, I got my snowblower to work. The problem I had with this one was I bought a Chinese carburetor off eBay, because the carburetor from this before was just it needed to be rebuilt or something. So I bought a Chinese carburetor. It took 2 months for that thing to come in. Finally did, and it worked. But what I found would happen was that the RPMs would just go up so high, it sounded like the engine was just going to explode, and then the whole thing would just cut out. So it just was not good carburetor. Don't buy Chinese carburetors, guys. It's not worth it. Even though that it just looks good. You know, it was like, I think it was less than $20 with free shipping. Not worth it. Yeah, and the other thing was that the crank here, that was broken. And oh yeah, it used to have an electric starter. The electric starter is still broken. I may buy a new one. But anyways, I got it to work. I'll show you what I did. So I was hemming and hawing about what I should do with the snowblower. And then, anyways, I was looking around like, hey, wait a minute. Because I have this one that I picked up at the shop, at my small engine shop that I pick up small engines from. And so I was looking at it like, hey, wait a minute. 10 horsepower Tecumseh, 10 horsepower Tecumseh. So it's the exact same, well, not the exact same, but they're both 10 horsepower Tecumseh engines. So what I did is I took the carburetor off, and with the little pipe on it, and I put it on. And then I took the pull string off the back of it, and I put that on too. So I was able to take a couple parts off of that and put it on here. Here, I'll show you what the result is now. There we go. Look at that. So I got it to work. I found that on the side of the road, this snowblower. It was at the end of someone's driveway, and yeah, no, it wasn't during a snowstorm. It was during the summertime, and there was a free sign on it. It said, free needs tune-up or something like that. So, anyways, yeah, got it to work again. I think, one of the auger blades was bent, but I bent it back, so that's fine. Looks a little bit rusty and stuff, but this is an older one, so the steel is really solid. Really, the older the machine, the better the steel is, really. At first, what I was thinking was I could take the engine off that and put it on that, but the pulleys are a little bit different. So it would, not too sure exactly how that would go. But what I'm thinking with this is maybe either I keep it, because I'm sure I could put the bucket on the front of that if I had to. Or I may just buy a new engine. I may just do that. The engines are not that expensive. Or I'm going to look out on Kijiji for a used engine. Anyways, going to keep it, and keep it for parts or future repair. So I have that working snowblower, and I have another working snowblower I still have to pick it up. They got it to work, that Honda with the tracks I showed in one of my previous videos. They got that thing to work, And so I'm going to flip that one though, because they said it's worth a lot of money. So I'm going to try and sell that. I'm going to keep this one for myself. I might try and repair that one for a backup. I'm going to bring that one into the shop and see if they can get that one to work too. Someone dropped that off at my drop-off bin. It's an 8 horsepower. Whew. Alright guys, hope you enjoy the video. Stay tuned for more. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and keep scrapping. Have a great day.